I got the horse right.
Hello, racing fans, and welcome back to another edition of Handicapper's Corner, brought to you by the Derby Bar and Grill. I'm Mike Kentz, along with Drew Forster. We're going to go through the Friday night races at beautiful Hastings Racecourse. Friday, August 11th races. We have 7, starting at 7 o'clock. The usual Friday night post time, but decent card, good fields.
Yeah, I love the Friday nights. The Friday nights are fun. You get a good crowd out. You got the DJs playing. It's a really good atmosphere. So if you can, make it out this Friday, Hastings. So this is a lot of fun and a very competitive card they put together. 7 races, Mike mentioned. The first wide open $8,000 claim event for 3 and up, going a mile and a 16th. I landed on the 1 here, Citron Kid for Praven Sorensen, Phil Hall's horse in here. Won pretty comfortably, going long at 62.50. Came back at 12.5 against Rebus, awesome slate. Tougher horses. I think the drop down to 8,000 suits him perfectly.
Yeah.
Should set up for him well. I got him on top of Power Corrupt, who's down the Jim Brown barn. His race last time, his first 2 races this year for going long are very good. The one for 4 he won, came back, only got beat a length behind, Step Up for the Money and Nana's Buddy. I don't see a lot of other speed in here. I'm expecting him probably to go to the lead and carry him a long way under Enrique Gonzalez. And I put Step Up for the Money with Richard Hamill, another Jim Brown horse in the 3rd spot. He's a solid old guy. Whenever they run long, he needs to be respected. But I did go with Citron Kid, 1, 2, 4.
Yeah, I like the 2 horse in here. I don't see any speed in here.
He could be gone, I know.
Power Corrupt gets the lead, and like when he showed 3 starts back, I know it was just for 4 Gs, but this horse is a former class horse. He has some back class. When he gets the lead by himself in a 48 and change half, he's going to be pretty tough. And his next route race, he was pressured on didn't even get the lead. There was a lot going on in that race early, and it really hurt him. And then his last race, he sprinted. He's a better route horse. Power Corrupt for me, wire to wire. Best horse, you're right, is the 1 Citron Kid, but I just don't think the pace scenario is going to help him. And I put the 3 horse Nana's Buddy. I was between Nana's Buddy and
Step Up for the Money. Yeah,
those 2 are interchangeable for me for 3rd. But I like Power Corrupt to win it. I went 2, 1, and 3 in the Friday opener. On to race number 2, $4,000 claimers, non-2 lifetime, going 6 1/2 furlongs. I like the 5 Devil in my head last time. The horse was scratched. There were some issues in the...
He blew his shoe in the paddock.
Yeah.
They were having trouble getting
issues
the shoe
in the paddock. He acted up, lost his shoe, couldn't get the shoe on, so they just scratched him. Is probably the best thing. But he, for me, is really alive in here. I really loved his victory. I think he's good as anything in here. He gets a good trip sitting on or near the lead. I really like Devil in my head. Keeps his shoes on. Put the 3 horse PB Bolt for Pat Jarvis in for 2nd. This horse shortens up after a battle, or actually got kind of hooked a little bit on the pace last time. Hopefully things are a little kinder for him on the head end. The 1 Cruise Dancer for 3rd. He's always there or thereabouts, and put that one in the mix as well. I left out Silent Eagle, who I've liked in the past, but just this horse did let me down a bit. Shock Absorber's another one of I've been on his wagon a few times, and he's let me down. Waron wants to route. I'm a Better Cause. I guess could get in the mix. That's the one maybe I left out that I should know. But I went 5, 3, and 1. I really like Devil. Devil in my head's a horse for me.
I think
and then
so
everything
too.
else for me is kind of.
I think so too. I mean, I agree with you, and I have different horses on the bottom, but I'm with you. I think Devil in my head is a standout here. There was a very impressive move last time. I know it was just Break His Maiden. It is a 4-on-2. It's not a scary 4-on-2. There's nobody really dropping down.
I picked him last time, which was...
It was a tougher race.
It was a way tougher than this.
Race.
And, he obviously scratched, but no, he's going the right way.
Yeah, in here, I mean, he looks to be the boss in here. I have him on top. I did put I'm a Better Cause in the 2nd spot. Just got beat a length of 3/4 last time behind Requested Kiss, who's having a very good year, and Fear of the Cat. And I like the outside post. I think he can sit just off probably Shock Absorber on the lead and Silent Eagle and run them down. Got I'm a Better Cause in the 2nd spot. And I put Shock Absorber. Very disappointing finish last time, but I don't want to throw him out because he does have, that first race I thought was impressive. If he can get back to that, he could be tough. So I went 5, 7, and 6 in the 2nd. On to the 3rd, Fillies and Mares, $4,000 claimant event. Field of 7 in here. Non-winners of the year or non-4 lifetime. I went to the 4 Holy Force, claimed last time for $4,000 off Craig McPherson. Goes to Greg Tracy barn. Greg Tracy always very good off the claim. Richard Hamill sticks with, which is encouraging. Got beat by a tough horse last time in SL Express. Look what she's running against Stormstalker, Tinderette.
Way tougher horse.
SL Express. I think it's perfect for her. I got Holy Force on top of Sabrina. Not willing to give up on her. She did take the big drop. Down 2 starts to go to 62.50. Last time she got pressured the whole way. Faded a little bit more than I would have liked to see, but there isn't as much pace in here. So I like Sabrina to go on the lead, Holy Force to offer. Thinking Holy Forest gets the better over in the lane. Sabrina lands second. I put Ariki Princess, who's always right there, always puts in an honest effort. I put her in the third spot. 4-3-5 for me.
Yeah, well said. I don't have anything to add. I have the same 3 horses. Holy Force is your horse to beat. You know, claimed out of a race, got beat. Kind of the connections get fortunate. They don't have to jump the horse up after claiming it, and the horse gets to run right back at the same level. And definitely your horse to beat. Sabrina hasn't been in top form, but still at this level you got to respect her. And I agree with Ariki Princess. She's going to break through with a win soon.
Yeah.
I went 4, 3, and 5 in this evening's third race. On to the fourth. Got some $4,000 fillies and mares here, sprinting 6.5 furlongs. I thought the 4. You know, obviously taking the edge here. Texas Alley Cat, a recent winner for 62.50, took advantage of a slow pace. I don't see a lot of pace in here again.
Yeah.
I think this horse is going to get the lead. Who's going to bug her on the head end? Maybe Rachel Run. But Texas Alley Cat.
Lady Cash, maybe.
You know, Texas Alley Cat put her away last time. I just think Texas Alley Cat's your horse. The 2-horse SL Express, this horse is always live at this level. You know, real win machine. This horse knows how to run good, always runs good races.
Yeah,
Even
she's always
winning,
right there.
She's running second. And I put the 8-horse Rachel Run. I don't want to give up on her after one subpar effort, or a couple subpar efforts. She's pretty good too. I like Richard Hamill sticking or riding
going
her.
to her, yeah.
Yes, our leading riders. I went 4, 2, and 8. I don't know. Valid Vow I left out. Zanita Rose with blinkers off, Touch of Green. There's some horses in here that can win the race. Any of these time you're dealing with these $4,000 mares, you are dealing with suspect horses. They're not the most reliable types. And whoever kind of gets a little bit better trip than the other will win the money. There'll be about 4 of them within a length and a half, and
you still
need to be lucky to win these races. But I went 4, 2, 8.
I got the same horses, but you can't throw up Valid Vow, Touch of Green, and Zanita Rose. Any of those 3 could jump up and win this race as well. I just went the other way. I went with Alto Express. I'm hoping Texas Alley Cat gets pressured a little bit, maybe by Lady Cash. Maybe Rachel Run wakes up and you know, goes back to her old form where she used to be forwardly placed. And you know, SL Express took the big drop, got beat by Zanita Rose in for 62.50, now in for 4. She wins, in for 4 again. I just think she's a better filly than the balance of the field when she's on her A game. So I got SL Express on top of Texas Alley Cat. I'm with you. Good effort for 4, then goes up to 62.50, wins, back in for 4. Has to be respected, and I'm the same as you. I put Rachel Run in the third spot. I like to see Hamill go to Rachel Run. She's such a consistent mare.
She's a neat mare. She knows how to win races. She's got double-digit wins.
Yeah, exactly. 11 wins.
11
I'm not going to throw her out because
don't leave her out. I know if you're playing, it's the last leg of the early win 4. I mean, if you're going, like we mentioned, it's not an easy leg. If you're going 3 or 4 deep, you may as well go 5 deep because you don't want to leave out.
You don't want to leave out horses like that because she knows how to win. Exactly. 2, 4, 8 for me in the 4th. On to the 5th. 3-year-olds, straight 3-year-olds for 16. Good race here. Field of 8. I went to the 3, Catch Me. This was a very promising horse early on in the meet. Won first asking for Maiden 25 over Sanawar. Kelson, Tapatio was in that race as well. Came back, only gets beat a half by Salzburg. The next race, too, with that imposing cat race, he got in trouble like the whole way around there. He got in trouble 4 or 5 starts. Subpar effort up for 35, and he ran into Driller in there. Now in for 16. You know, first time he's been in for a price since he broke his maiden, his first start this year. I like Catch Me. I think he's got the talent to do it. Mark Kluch having a very strong year. I got Catch Me on top of Igor, another horse who's been running against the nuts here all year long. 3 starts this year, all in stakes. Only gets beat 3 by Rock Victor and neck by Driller. Something happened in the Jim Coleman province. He kind of fell apart, and last time he just didn't show up. Dino takes the aggressive move into a straight 16. I don't want to give up on him. Dino's very good on the drop, and I have a feeling that there's more to this guy. The finality of the great mare, Great to Be Free. Igor in the 2nd spot. I put All Under Control in the 3rd spot. He's just a cool horse, bred by Doug Clyde. I liked him a lot last year. He broke his maiden impressively, ran really good in the futurity. For 16 earlier this year, only gets beat a half by Hunter's Appeal. We saw come back to win the 3-year-old stake on Monday. His last 2 races have been off par, but I'm hoping that Hamill now sticks with him. He must like him a little bit. I don't want to leave him off the ticket. He's got a good work back in 47-2, All Under Control. 3, 1, and 6 for me.
Yeah, I don't have a strong feel for anyone in this race. You know, sometimes you get a good feel for a race. I don't get a good feel for this race. The 3, Catch Me, is the horse to beat. I'm picking him. Do I love him? No. I'm worried. The horse is down for 16,000. I've liked him for 35. He has not run on. I don't like the I don't like taking horses on downward trends and they're dropping. You know, and their form is regressing and they're dropping.
It wasn't like he got
because usually they get overbet.
Yeah, it wasn't like he got beat. He ran second beat at the length, and now they're dropping it to 16. Like he was considerably beat.
These are worrisome horses to hang your hat on, and just I picked them, but I'm definitely not singling him or anything. He is the best horse. If he decides to fire his A race, I don't know if his A race is going to show up, but I can't forecast that. But if his A race shows up, it wins the money. But I'm just a little concerned that his A race may be behind him. We'll see if he can win it. I like the 8 Brother Rod. This is my second horse.
Yeah.
Run against older horses and is like in the 16 non-2 non-3 last time. Didn't get the best of trips. I thought it ran on okay. I think he's worth following. He's not a little bad horse. This horse, when he's a nice little sprinter that I think the outside will do him well. He's kind of he's not great out of the gate, and he's kind of squeamish in a pack of horses, but I think the outside will do him a lot of good.
That was also against older horses last time, too.
That's huge. He's hitting against 3-year-olds. This is like a drop in class for him. 16 non-2 non-3 against older horses is usually tougher than a straight a 3-year-old race for 16.
And this is basically, it's a non-2.
It's a straight. Yeah, basically, it is a non-2, but at least he's running against his own age.
Nobody's won 2, and he's against 3-year-olds.
And I put Kermode in for third. Mario Saunders re-rides for Pat Jarvis. Sort of always dangerous. He's another one that's been dropping in class and not in top form, but
could get back
needs to find his get a win. And but I've left out Igor. I've left out Humphrey Ladd, who all the Mike Henderson horses, Barkeeper, Humphrey Ladd, and all under control. He settles 3 in here. They're all eligible, but it's tough, and the odds are even for Mel Snow. It's just a difficult little race.
Yeah, Barkeeper could step up. That was his first start last time, and he could move forward.
Off of that. But Catch Me's the horse, definitely. Yeah. But I'm just worried, really worried. I would rather hang my hat on Brother. I went 3, 8, and 4 though, but I do like Brother Rod, to be in the mix. On to the 6th race. This is our feature race of the night. Field of 10, going a mile and a 16th. I ended up on the 1-horse Bluegrass Angus. Pretty impressed with his run. Got pressured pretty hard by Susan's Day last time. Yeah. They went some pretty quick fractions. Put Susan's Day away, the mare. Then, Never a Doubt is in the slouch. He just got beat a nose to Modern in the a terribly a very difficult. It was a terribly run Pacific Custom Brokers Classic. There was a lot going on in that race. But still, Never a Doubt ran second. Square Dancer did beat Bluegrass Angus.
Luckily that Modern hung on there as Richard was easing up with the wire a little bit. Well, they thought, you saw, to touch briefly on that race, there was a spill in the first turn, and you could see Mario and Richard talking. And the spill is in the turn, so there's ponies everywhere, and they kind of thought it's a no contest or something. So Mario pulls up. Richard pulls up, but he pulls up just in time to still hang on by a nose and still win the race.
It's tough to forecast it's going to be a no contest. Why would you forecast it's going to be a no contest?
You should keep riding.
Yes, it's not in mid-stretch. The spill was not in mid-stretch.
Yeah.
Then, of course, you have to pull up. It's on the clubhouse turn. And it's just, I know it's difficult. I don't no idea what it's like to be out there.
It's a touchy thing. I don't blame them. I don't blame the guys that were still riding, and I don't blame the guys that were pulling
safety
out.
First. So. But it's just tough to forecast it's going to be a no contest. They're not stupid.
But I did like Never a Doubt nonetheless in that race. He still ran a huge race.
No, and that was my point. Square Dancer's former multiple stakes winner. Bluegrass Angus ran a big race on the head end, got pressured. I don't see as much pressure in here. He's going to be dangerous. For the 10 horse, I like P.S. Diamond Cutter. This horse was in that. He was in that same Bluegrass Angus race. He broke through the fronts, ran around the track, and was scratched.
Yeah.
I didn't mind him that day, but he's a horse. He's got a lower profile rider. He's got a dreadful post. He's stepping up in class. But I just think he's a good mile and 16th horse. We watched Notice the Jewel kind of do a similar to win the Snuggles race, the distaff. The Snuggles obviously was scratched. But horses like that, when they get moving forward at certain distances, then you can throw out their sprints. They have awful form sprinting. But he's a horse that I think you need to respect routing. He still has to get his act together and be more professional out on the racetrack and be professional in the gate. But this horse has enough ability to be there with a lot of these. And he's going to be 20-1. Yeah. And I just thought I'd mention him.
He got a 71 buyer last time, which fits right in here.
Yeah, throw him in the mix. He's going to get overlooked because Hamill leaves him. And Hamill left Bluegrass Angus. But I mean, it's just a horse that you want to I think you need in there. And I put where Hamel lands on the 4-horse Colterberry. I don't think he's the best route horse. I think he's a really good late closing sprinter, but he's won going long before. Colterberry's just a nice, cool horse that does anything he ask of him. I went 1, 10, and 4. Didn't fall in love. I like Bluegrass Angus. He's the horse if he doesn't get too much pressure early.
I went with Square Dancer. I thought that was that relief in class last time was a cup of water in the desert for this horse. Well, I know they
crazy pace.
He was, but he got beat by Never Doubt. The horse that came back and almost
barely beat
got beat a nose in the stake, or
that was my knock on him. He barely.
But he got beat by a good horse.
Yes, he did. But he didn't barely beat Bluegrass Angus.
Well, I thought
he should win by 4 over Bluegrass Angus with that pace.
But
he's not the same horse. But maybe they'll hump him.
You're right. But I'm thinking, I see more speed in here than you do. I see Bluegrass Angus, Slicky Boy. Last year in the Ascot, he went to the lead. Soul Cat.
He's not going up there.
Sunset Drive. One of them's going to go. Yeah. Somebody's going to go. Yeah, Brother Brian.
Brother Brian's got some speed.
So is it going to be crazy speed? I don't know, but I'm hoping they push him. And I just think
you're not wrong picking it.
I just think he moved forward in that race, and he can move forward again. Like he finally woke up a little bit and actually ran for the first time we've seen in a while. Yeah. So I got him on top of Colterberry, your third pick. Just got beat 3/4 last time in a crazy race with Captain Jones and Twist Grips, and just a cool horse that always shows up. He's 6 for 10 lifetime in the money.
He's nice.
He's a good horse. And I put Bluegrass Angus, your top pick, in the third spot. In a very competitive feature race.
It's a good race. That's a really good race.
6, 4, and 1 for me. In the 6th, on to the 7th. 4 and on 2, fillies and mares going a mile and a tick. Pages stuck together here. Field of 7. And I did go to the 7. Forever Crystal. Good second last time behind La Rondine in a non-3 category. Now she gets back into her condition. La Rondine's tough. Now she gets back into her condition, which is a non-2 going long, which is exactly what she wants to do.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
I like Forever Crystal in here. I put Flaming Youth, the horse right to her inside, who just got beat 3/4 the last time. By Such a Bargain in a 4 and on 2. She has to be respected in here. She looks tough. And after those two, I went to That's It for Anita Bolton. Beat 3/4 length last time. A little bit behind Flaming Youth, but I don't know. This is a filly I always thought had more talent. She broke her maiden comfortably for 4. What I'm going to do is 16 for 3-year-olds. That was too tough. Came down off that. Just getting her legs under her. I expect her to run a better one today under Enrique Gonzalez. 7-6-3 for me.
Yeah, I agree. The 6 and 7, I think, are the horses to beat in here. I went Flaming Youth. Might have a little more speed, might be in position. She still has to prove she can route, though. Her races last year going long were okay. They weren't great, but they were just okay. Yeah. But Flaming Youth is in good form. That was a real good rebound race last time after a hiccup there, because their form prior to that was very good. Forever Crystal. No excuses last time, but as you mentioned, that was an on-3. Yeah. This is an on-2, a lot easier. And I put the 4-horse, I put the 2-horse, Velvet Rose.
Velvet Rose. That was I couldn't decide between Velvet Rose and That's It for my third choice.
First time going along. We'll see how that works out. I went 6, 7, and 2 to close out the Friday night program. Well, that'll do it for our analysis of our excellent 7-race card. Next up on screen will be a quick recap of those selections. Back in race number 1, I did go to the 2, Power Corrupt, 2, 1, and 3. Race number 2, I went to the 5-horse, Devil in My Head. Jon Snow has this one going in good form, I think, 5, 3, and 1. Race number 3, the 4, Holy Force off the claim. I'm going to go 4, 3, and 5. Race number 4, the 4, Texas Alley Cat, looks like the one to beat for Glenn Todd, 4, 2, and 8. Race number 5, I went to the 3, Catch Me on the class drop, but I do like the 8, Brother Rod. I went 3, 8, and 4. In the 6th race, went to the 1, Bluegrass Angus, going to go 1, 10, and 4. In the 7th and final, I went to the 6, Flaming Youth, going to go 6, 7, and 2. And now on to Drew.
There we go, back in the first. I went to the 1, Citron Kid, over the 2 and the 4. In the second, I agree with Mike on number 5. We got a lot of the same horses. Number 5, Devil in My Head, over the 7 and the 6. In the third, we agree on number 4, Holy Force, over the 3 and the 5. In the fourth, I went to number 2, SL Express, over the 4 and the 8. In the fifth, I'm with Mike again. Number 3, Catch Me, over the 1 and the 6. In the sixth, the feature, I went with the 6, classy old horse, Square Dancer, over the 4, Colterberry, and the 1, Bluegrass Angus. And in the nightcap, I went to the 7, Rob Maben's Forever Crystal, over the 6 and 3.
Love Rob Maben.
Our good friend Rob Maben.
He's great.
Having another great year.
He is. He's doing very well. That'll do it for this edition of Handicapper's Corner. Just a quick reminder, if you can't make it out of the track on Friday night, but please do make it out Friday night. Yep. If you can't make it out in your South Surrey area, get out here to the Derby Bar and Grill. Lots going on. No live racing on Saturday. There will be the contest here.
Yes, we have our handicapping contest, Saratoga and Del Mar. Great time of year where That's the great thing about these summer Saturdays is you get Saratoga and Delmar for the contest. It's a lot of fun.
It's perfect, and it was well attended last weekend.
Yeah.
Come on out, good money to be won. If you can pick a few winners on the Saturday Delmar and Saratoga cards. Our next live card will be Sunday. First race at 1:50. We do have 8 races on tap on the Sunday afternoon program. That'll do it. Thank you very much for tuning in. On behalf of Drew, we'll see you next time here at the Derby Bar and Grill.